Wait, hold on a second. I just want to make sure we.
Oh,
No, I don't think our stream was gone. Is it going?
what?
Okay, we are here. Okay, now we're here. We got
Because
all the
all these
stuff.
nice things,
This,
it would be a shame if they all got wasted. All those nice things you
I'm
said.
telling you, man, this is a feast. By the way, this is my first full-on stream here on Facebook. So I just want to let you. I mean, on YouTube, I'm so used to being on Facebook. Oh my God, that I forgot. Like, hey, you know, um, there's different things, there's different beasts. So I'm really excited to be here, and we're just gonna keep going because you said we talked about the path here
Yeah,
to this moment.
yeah, and so here we are in the present. So yeah, this is people have been very excited about this game. I already did. There's been a couple of live playthroughs already, as well as different content creators. But I wanted to do one more two-player one specifically because just to highlight kind of two-player game because there was some question if it's a really competitive game with two players, which it is. And just to answer questions about scaling, and also I'm going to show a couple of mini expansions. So one of the first two things that were revealed during the campaign are the canine familiars and the ceremonial grounds. So that's going to be kind of an additional things in this game. So I'm going to do like a brief overview of the game, talk about those two little mini expansions, and then we just kind of go right into it, start playing, and start talking, answering questions, all the good stuff.
And we will try to answer as many questions as
Yeah.
possible. I won't have him on the screen the whole time. I'm just going to it's going to be, the screen's going to be on me like it usually is for a solo Sunday. We just had like a lot of prep. I just want to show you as much of the game as possible instead of putting it in a small window. So if you have any questions, just let me know. We'll try to keep it as cool as possible. Like I said, I'm just really excited to be here with my buddy.
All
All
right,
right, what you got?
so we got the game set up. So we have the main board here, which is our scoring track plus where we take our actions. We've got some specialist cards. These are your tribal cards that you can get during the game that help you take actions. Underneath them, we have a culture cards, which give you all different kind of awesome bonuses every time you play them. We got the animal board over here. There's animals you can hunt, which you can either use for food or for endgame scoring. There is an idle track. So there's two idle tracks, and then you can go up those tracks when you collect idle rewards during the game. And the left track rewards you by converting your food and tools into points at the end of the game. And the right track gives you gives you bonus victory points for the cards you buried. So those of you familiar with deck builders know that you kind of burn the cards out of your deck. In this game, they get buried, and these burial cards are worth points depending on whether or not you first, second, or third in a multiplayer game on this track. Underneath this is the map, so this is kind of area control aspect of the game. We can get different resources from the map. On the far end over there is the megalith board, which is we can construct megaliths and collect different bonuses. And then we have our own player board area where we kind of have, you can see Jeremy's there. He's got his camps, he's got his settlements, he's got his megalith tiles, his workers, and he's got two tracks. One's for food and one is for tools. And his burial cards will go down here, and the animals he hunts are going to go in that area. And we already kind of did our setup. So in the game, there's setup cards. So for my setup card, I started with one food, one tool, a glyptodon animal, which you can't see, it's right off screen. But Jeremy started with a rhino, so his is on screen. We also started with a card. I started with a shaman card, or shaman rather, as they taught me, as the Kirby's taught me.
Yeah.
And then I could also bury a card right away. So I right away buried one of my starting cards. And then I got two idle track movements, and I chose for both of them to go up on the burial side of the track. And I could have split them if I wanted to, but I chose not to. Whereas Jeremy, he started with a crafter in his deck. He started with 3 food, a tool, a woolly rhino card, and on top of all that, he's going to draw an extra card to begin his turn. So why don't we just get going here, because there's kind of a lot to cover. So I don't want to do like a detailed rules explanations. Yeah. As you watch this game, you will kind of see how it's played.
So, right? and realize I'm going to be playing this from the perspective as just playing this for the first time. We played through a round. I still have questions, so you're going to be having questions as well. And I'll just kind of, I'll try to talk through our turns. Right. Make sure you talk to your turns real well. And then we'll keep going. If you have any questions, man, like I know this is going to be a lot, but this is with everything.
This is,
Basically.
yeah, this is everything.
everything.
Oh, and then let me just touch, I promised to do this. So the extra expansion. So there's a canine companions, canine familiars expansion, which is kind of like the dogs, because this is right around the time that we know the domestications of the dogs kind of took place, you know, plus minus 1,000 years, I
Yeah.
guess. So you can get these, you know, these wolves, these early dogs to join you. Normally in the game, there's an action that allows you to draw a extra card from your deck. It's right here, this little Eclipse phase. You can place your own worker there to draw a card. Well, with this Canine Familiars, instead of just taking a card off your deck, you get to take one of these guys and put them straight in your hand.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit better. And the second one is called Ceremonial Grounds. There's two cards right up there to the left of the board, and they were chosen at random. And this card will give you points for each megalith that you placed of your color, and this card will give you 1 point for each tool and food that you have on your board. So, yeah, sorry, they're a little flimsy. Yeah. So the way these cards work is really interesting. You can grab them at any point in the game. So you would think you want to grab them as soon as possible, but remember that the longer you wait, the more points you want to accumulate.
Yeah.
On top of that, these Ceremonial Grounds, they stop you from being able to bury cards. So essentially, once you claim that card, you can no longer bury cards. So that means your deck will not get any thinner. So you got to make sure that you have all your kind of ducks in a row before you do it. Otherwise, you can put yourself in a bad position. So it's a very interesting thing. And those get claimed in the Eclipse phase. So we'll go through a turn, and we'll go through the Eclipse phase. And by then you guys should have a pretty good idea how the game is
Sure.
played. Yeah. So I say.
Sure.
All right. So I am gonna go just off to the roaring start here, and I will do a. Let's see. I will do. I'm gonna just go to the crafting action right away. So I'm gonna come up here. So when you do a crafting action, you have to pay 3 labor to take one of these craft cards. So I'm gonna pay my labor with this. I'm gonna actually play this over here. Sorry,
Okay.
This card is giving me 1 labor, but if I spend a tool, it gives me 2 extra labor. So I have started with 1 tool, so I will spend that on my board, and then that gives me 3 total that I need. So I'm gonna discard this. And then I'm going to take a. So each one of these is giving you bonuses towards a particular action. So hunters give you bonus to hunting, pathfinders to placing and moving camps on the map, crafters make it cheaper for you to buy the craft cards, elders make it cheaper for you to recruit new guys, and shamans, like I showed you, they can convert your tools into extra labor. So I think I want to be good at recruiting people. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at everything. I think I want to be collecting more. I'm going to take this burial mound card. So that allows me to bury more cards and to collect tools as well. I think that will be good for me. So I'll put it in my hand. Then in this game, your action continues. You slide down, and here I could spend food and tools to take one of the sacred stones, which is end game victory points. I'm not going to do it at this time because my resources are kind of tight.
Yeah.
And then because I was the first player, I'm going to take a bonus. And the bonus here is to draw a card and get a tool. Okay. So I would get a tool immediately, and I would draw a card. So that's my turn.
All right. A little bit about me not knowing how to take a turn. No, I'm just kidding. Here we go. All right. I'm going to play. Let's see. I'm going to place my worker here. And, whoa. Okay, and that allows me to play. I'm going to play two of these here, and it's going to move. I'm going to be able to place one of my guys here, with my TPs. All right, and I can do 2, right?
You can do so you can pay as many as you want.
Yeah.
But you have to be careful because if you empty out your hand early, then you will have no more actions there.
All right.
But you can also pay food. Remember, you can spend food.
Oh, that's right. I can spend food. All right. So I have 1, 2.
And you can do food and your cards together.
Yeah.
To pay for the action. So I just chose to pay with a card. But if you have a lot of food in the game, you can pay for actions with food.
So I'm going to go with 1, 2, and then do 3 here. Okay. All right. So then that'd be 3.
Yep. So 1 was to place one.
Yep. And then 2 is to move.
Yep.
And then 3. I'm going to go back to what I was
So
doing.
this creates,
yeah.
so he's now technically controlling both of these lands, both these forests, excuse me, which will give him bonuses in the Eclipse phase, which is at the end of the round. Okay, so that was Jeremy. So then he slides down. His second thing is if he had 3 camps in a kind of a triangular configuration, he could have built a settlement by spending food, but he doesn't have that. So he slides down 1 more, and that one is cool because it allows him to place a camp, and then he can move one of the camps.
Okay.
So that's a pretty good bonus.
Yeah.
And now he's basically controlling a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's fine. That's fine, I guess. I'm gonna hunt, and I'm gonna choose my chief to hunt. Now, the cool thing about the chief, is it the cool thing about the chief? Hold on. You know what? Maybe I want some specialists. So I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna use my chief to hire more guys. So he gives me 1 labor already. So you got your little chieftain card here to remind you.
So this guy is like he's part of your hand to play.
He's a card, but he doesn't go in your deck. It reminds you that whenever you play your guy, he gives you an extra labor, bonus labor. And then I'll pay 1. 1, 2, and then 1 food, 3. So I have 1, 2, 3 plus the chief 4. So 4, I can get 2 specialists. So I'm going to take a hunter, and I'm going to take a pathfinder. So I'm going to put them in my hand, and these guys will go in my discard pile. Then sliding down, I can spend the tool to bury a card. I'm not going to do that. And the reason I'm not going to do it because my bonus is already burying a card. So when I slide down here, I'm going to bury a card for free. So I'm going to take one of the tribes people I just played, put him in my burial pile, and then it also gains me an idol. So I will go up in this idol track.
So just explain the idea of burying cards. So you're doing this for the end game.
Right.
Once it goes into here, you bury cards down here. What does that do?
So you get end game victory points, which is determined by how many cards you buried plus where you are on this right track. If you are higher than other players, you will get the most points than the second and third most. Okay. So if you're going to bury a lot of cards in the game, it pays to move up this track. Okay. There's also various sacred stones. Sometimes they will reward you. In this game, the stone came out right here. Yeah. And it says that for each different card you bury, you will get bonus points. So in this particular game, if I'm aiming to take that, I might not want to bury all my tribesmen. I might want to bury like a combination of cards. So it's just all comes down to, you know, particular game.
Okay. This is to add a card?
Yes, so you can spend the food and you can put any card in your discard pile.
Right. Oh, in my discard pile.
So that one is for discard.
I want to play this, which is going to give me an alt. I'm going to pay a food. Pay a tool to place these on here. And what this board does is like you kind of place out things, and eventually you try to get just like little things like that to kind of stack up. And when they stack up, they score. And depending on how high they are, there's multipliers for that kind of stuff. But for right now,
so megaliths give you immediate rewards if you cover spaces on the ground level. But if you build them upwards, they give you bonus points at the end of the game. And the points that you score, it's however many stones of your colors beneath the scoring stone. So Jeremy chose to put his stones on the food, so he got 2 food instantly. And then he's gonna take looks like a craft action.
Actually, you know what? I'm not. I'm going to play. I'm going to put my guy here.
All right, so he also decided to take a recruit action.
All right, so I'm going to pay 1, 2. I'm going to use those 2 food right away.
Okay, so he's spending food instead of paying guys from his hand. Right. And he can take any specialist, put them in his hand.
And then I can pay 1 more to do it again, right?
You get as many as you want. Right.
All right, so I'm going to do some animal.
All right.
I'm going to do some animal. Can I do the 2 of the same?
No, you cannot. So they all have to be different. If you want to take another guy, you have to pay 2 more labor.
It's 2 more.
It's 2 per. So you pay 2 labor with 2 food, and now if you want to take another specialist, you got to pay another 2 labor.
Can I play the card? I just
You
got?
cannot.
Oh, Lord, Stan.
Yeah, so it's all one transaction.
Stan, this is a lot of rules for me. No, I'm just kidding. Here we go. That's 2 more.
Who is it? No, this. I thought this.
No, I played that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so there's 1 more of the tribesmen, and then 1 more of my
Where's your
food.
discard pile, sir?
This is the one I'm building right here. I'm
Okay.
playing it right there. Okay, so now
No, I meant from your first round. From your first turn. This guy was there, I think, from the first turn.
No, this guy, I didn't. You sure? You
Yeah.
serious? Are you serious?
Yeah, I think you
You
got
seriously
to
serious?
pull one more. You got to pull one more.
No,
guy.
well, I just actually no. I just play one. I just play 1 card in this.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. And I played with these 2 before.
Okay.
I had I played. I paid.
You paid.
I paid.
You all paid up.
All right, so I have that hunter.
Rewind
and
the
then I'm
tape.
gonna add the elder. I want to take the elder.
All right, so the
that
elder
bad.
goes in your hand. All right,
All right.
cool. And then you slide down, and that you cannot take this action because you don't have any tools
I don't have
left.
any tools. No.
And then he just comes down to the bottom. He doesn't get a
Nothing
bonus.
happens.
Only first person.
Okay.
All right, so I got 1 more action left, but before I do it, let me see if I want to do. Yeah, I can't do anything else. So I'm gonna go hunting. So hunting, I can pay labor to reveal animals and or take animals, and I can do it in whatever order I want. So I'm definitely playing my hunter, because the hunter gives me 1 basic labor, but then it gives me plus 1 labor if I'm hunting. So this is 2 already, so I can already take an animal. So I will take, let's see, 2.
This is seriously. This is an easy back for me. One thing I love about Stan's games.
I'm just gonna
Please
take
don't allow
this
your
one.
head to explode while I say this.
Okay.
He always makes powerful turns. Like there's always something pleasing going on. Each card you play, each action you play, you can either see it happening right away, something's good's coming right away. You're gonna get a lot of positive feedback just by playing 1 or 2
Yeah.
cards, and you're like, holy, like I like this. Like I'm gonna get something
this
that's a payoff very quickly.
Yeah, this game is definitely
Yeah.
makes you feel
Yeah.
powerful.
There's no need to build up. There's like stuff.
Right.
There's stuff
You get it
coming.
right
Yeah,
away.
there's just stuff coming right away. I love that.
So the second part of this action is I can kill an animal to get food. Now, the animals that are, excuse me, die, they're not worth any points, but they give you food. So I did have this Glyptodon from earlier, so I'm going to kill it.
So this is an animal, and you can keep it. And it's kind of like a set collection thing,
Yes.
but you also could just slay it and then add
Yep.
food
Yep.
to your board.
So this Glyptodon is going to provide me with 5 food. So I'm going to move my food marker here, 5 spaces. And then my bonus here is a random animal. So I'm just going to flip an animal.
Okay.
Oh, it's another Glyptodon.
Of course.
Well, too
You
bad. I
killed
already,
him
I already
Yeah,
killed
you killed
one.
him already.
So I did that, and then that's it. And then it's and now this is kind of important because it's my last action. I have a whole bunch of cards still in my hand. I get to choose any number of them and put it in my Eclipse pile. And whoever has most labor in their Eclipse pile will be the first player and will get the better reward in the Eclipse track, which is really important. So I'm going to place. So Jeremy is allowed to know how many cards I'm placing, but not what kind. So I'm going to let him know that I am placing 3 cards into my Eclipse pile.
And all of those hands count, right?
All of the hands count, yes.
Yeah.
Plus, if you're using specialists, they have Eclipse powers on the
Yep.
bottom.
Yep.
Those you also collect.
Yep.
So Eclipse pile can give you a lot of stuff.
Yes, it can. That's my move, but for right now. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and play my hunter. Okay. And I'm going to play this guy here. So that's going to
Three.
3. So I'm
Three.
going to go ahead and flip 1.
Go up to down.
Uh,
And then you can take one of these guys. But if you flip another one, you won't have it.
yeah, I'll take this guy right here.
So
And
then
then-
he can also kill one of the animals if he wants.
I'm going to kill this woolly
So
mammoth.
that fills it
fills up.
completely. So mammoths are different. They're
Yummy.
not worth a lot of points, but they give you a lot of food. And so he just filled his food meter to the brim. Okay, so and then he gets to put any amount of cards he wants in.
All right. Don't look at my hand, bro.
I
Don't
won't.
look
Well,
at
it's
my hand,
too
bro.
late. It's too late
Don't
for me.
look at my hand,
I
bro.
can't react anymore.
Don't look at my hand, bro. Okay.
It's kind of a burden of being
2.
first. All right. So now we resolve the eclipse. So I'm going to flip my cards,
Mhm.
and I have a total of 1, 2, 3,
4.
4 labor.
4. And I only have
2.
2.
So I will stay first on the eclipse track. So now we collect all our rewards. So first the eclipse
Oh,
track.
you're going to be first.
Oh, yeah. So I am first. So I will be getting to build a megalith for free. So you know what, Jeremy? I want the one. Yeah, I want the one that draws me a card.
Yeah.
Why don't you go on that end? So your first two will always have to be gray.
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect, I think. So I will immediately draw a card, and I'll add it. So that's the thing. I still had 2 cards left from my previous hand that I did not put. Now I'm already adding a 3rd card, so I'm already looking at having 8 cards. So now that I did that, Jeremy's reward is to draw a card. So he can draw a card from this.
I get to draw a
Yes.
card. So I get to draw a card from my deck.
Yep, so that you add it to the cards you didn't discard.
Okay.
Now, we collect all the things that are on our specialist that we put in Eclipse. So I only put 1, and mine says I get to move a camp up to 2 times. So I'm going to take this camp, and I'm going to go 1, 2. I'm going to jump over here on the megalith. And then all of these cards go into my discard.
Yeah. Okay.
And Jeremy had...
I get 2...
Which ones did you have in your... Yep, so you get 2 tools from the crafter.
Yep.
And then you can take any character and put in your discard pile from the specialist.
Yeah. All right, we're going back down that lane. All right.
And then these guys also go into your discard
Okay.
pile. All right. And then we collect controlled areas here. So Jeremy will get 2 food, which he cannot collect,
Okay,
unfortunately. And in this game, there's less a reward thing. Unfortunately, there's no lesser reward than food.
So,
Then he gets 2 tools. And I get a megalith build. So I build...
I get 3 tools. Oh, yeah, 2 tools.
2
Okay.
tools. So I'm going to put this megalith, Jeremy. Why don't you put this one on... right on the double card that's...
Oh, this one. This one
yeah.
right here.
Right.
Okay.
So I would get my other 2 cards. So I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in my hand. And now we draw our next hand. So I'm going to add 5 more cards to it. So I'm going to start my second round with 10 cards.
10 cards. So there's not like a hand limit here.
There's
you
no
just have
hand
a crap
limit.
ton of cards. And
Matter of fact, I only have 1 card left in my draw pile.
Yeah.
So I've drawn so many cards that I am literally just
all right.
flush with cards.
Okay.
All right, so in the second round, we recall our workers, and we flip enough animals so that we have at least equal to number of players. And then we make all of these cards, all of the culture cards that did not get bought, become cheaper by 1. So we put a hand to signify that. And then the 1 come out here.
So the things that I'm seeing that this is stuff that I just like, small stuff. Like when we go back to the next round, there's an incentive to buy these things, and you're going to get something in return.
Right.
Like it's like a get in return. I also like that you can have a good benefit, and you can decide, I just want less stuff. I want the stuff that's a little bit lower on this tier so that I can use the benefit that I want. Like I don't want food. If there was something lower, I would get it. But let's say I wanted to draw a card, but I really want to, go up this track.
Right.
It's the middle of the game. I'd rather have that. So I like that idea.
Or if you're really high on the idle track, and you keep gaining idols, you can just take food or tools instead. Or if I'm very soon in danger of not being able to draw any more cards. But if I do actions that allow me to draw cards, it's not a wasted action because I can take something that's a less reward. I can take food.
Yeah.
So it just makes sure there's very little waste in it.
Yeah, very little waste. All right,
so off to the races here. I'm just going to start playing my culture cards. I didn't play any last round, but I'm going to start playing them now. So I'm going to play this Burial Mound card.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to put it here. So it says spend a food.
Yep.
Oh, but it buries a card.
That
I don't have
buries
any
a
cards
card.
to bury. That's
yeah,
rough.
that's tough.
All right, let's rethink this. All right, so I'm going to play the Feast card. So this says spend a food to take one of the specialists. I'm going to take a Pathfinder, and that goes in my discard pile. Okay. And you can only play 2 culture cards per round. Then I'm going to build the altar. I'm going to spend my last tool. Oh, you know what? We forgot to collect.
Yeah, we forgot to
tools,
collect
so we
this.
actually have,
Yeah.
there's another thing. So I'm going to build this one.
Look at you.
Ooh, boy. I want to go. You see what a random animal is? Above the gray. It's
Oh, sorry.
No, this one.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to
Random
go.
animal.
So that allows me to take a random animal. It's a woolly rhino.
Oh, thankfully you don't have those. Okay.
I don't have this.
You don't have those.
But I stand. So that was just my So this is a culture card, so it doesn't count as my main action.
Yeah.
It's just like a side action.
just
And then
a
for
side
my
action.
main action, so since Jeremy's kind of like fixing to control this whole map, I think I want to do something about it. So I'm going to go there, and I'm going to play.
Can you play two of the same type on your turn? Like two of the same?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. So I'm going to play a shaman and spend the tool. So he gives me 3.
Yeah.
Plus my chief already gives me 1. That's 4. And then I'm going to do a brave 5, 6. So I'm going to do 1, 2.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm coming
Oh,
for 3.
okay, bro. Okay. Okay.
Wait. 3, 4, 5. And I'll put 1 here, 6. All right.
All right.
6, hold on. And then I'll spend a food
So
7.
Yeah.
There we go.
So we're tied in these 2 spots. We'll both get the benefits
Now,
of that spot.
when I go to the second one, I can spend 3
3
food
food.
to build a settlement. I will. So I spend all my food.
Where's your TP? Oh, okay, you got your TP
Oh,
over
yeah.
here.
And I'm
Oh,
going to
look
drop
at you.
this guy here.
Oh.
Boom.
Oh. Oh, my
And these
God.
camps go back to me. And I am off to the races. All right. And then my bonus, get this. I get to place camp and move a camp.
Yeah.
Place camp,
Yeah.
move camp.
Okay. We have a problem, Houston. We have a problem, Houston.
Now, it was a costly action.
It was a costly action.
It was costly,
but it was needed.
Right.
It was needed.
It's a balance between, do you want to have like a few mid power actions, or do
Yeah.
you want to have like a gigantic action, but it does kind of empty you out a little bit.
I do like what my animal situation is. Those are really enticing, by the way.
Yeah.
They are.
The
They're
animals
enticing.
can be a lot of points.
They can be a lot of points, but I don't want to go chasing one lane, which I'm known to do when I play your games because you just spread me out. It scares me. It scares me. Although I know I take L's like a champ. So here we go. I'm gonna just get this guy out here too.
Okay.
Okay. So that's 1.
Right.
This is 3.
Yeah. And then don't forget you have a pile of food.
Oh yeah.
So
4, 5,
yep.
6. Just so I can see.
All
I'm gonna
right.
go random. All right. So I'm gonna take these 2. That's 4.
Yep.
And then I'm going to take a random. I was hoping you were a bad shuffler. All right, here we go.
Actually, that card is really good because
Oh, because it gives me 2.
you can kill it and get tools
Yeah.
instead of food. Also, it's wild for a set, so it can be added to any
man.
set.
So this is
So
huge.
it's a pretty interesting choice between, do you want to save it for a set, or do you want to get tools out of it? So you still get a bonus. First you get to decide whether or not you want to slay one of the animals and get food.
I'm not going to, you know what? I am going to slay this guy, this rhino.
Okay.
And that's going to put me back
5,
like
right.
up here.
Okay,
and then I'm good to go there.
And then you get a random animal from the top of the deck.
Boom, let's see it.
And it's a giant sloth.
So
Not
it's
bad, because
not-
remember, even if
yeah.
it doesn't fit your set, first of all, you have 2 more rounds.
Yeah.
Actually, if you don't mind moving that round
That's
tracker
a
to 2. Yes,
Yeah.
thanks, sir. Okay, so that was a hunting action. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I guess the craft cards got much, much cheaper, which is good. So I think I might want to go crafting. You might just pop me there on top of the craft action. Thank you. Craft.
So it's going to cost you 3 to craft.
Yes. So I'm going to play. Well, remember, these got 1 cheaper. So I'm actually just going to play 2 labor because these guys get a discount. And I'm going to take the Addle card, which when I play it, it gives me a random animal.
Yeah.
And then I will slide down 1.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to take that action, and then I slide down 1 more. And that allows me to draw a card and get a tool. So I'll draw my last card here, and I will gain a tool on my player board. And that's it.
AP. All right. Anyway.
Also, you know, it's
Let's
a
see.
fast game, so we're almost halfway
I don't know,
through.
we're almost halfway through. So I'm just. just trying to make a.
So while you're thinking, I want to talk about something that people have been asking about is the scaling. They said, well, how come we're not taking things away? We're not blocking things for two-player. So I want to point out how the game scales. So there's less animals, animals equal to players. The map, there's more glaciers. In a two-player game, a lot more glaciers than there are in a 3- and 4-player game. So there's less lands, so there's more lands. But also, yes, we have the same amount of actions and bonuses, but what I like to kind of say, it's like a pie. If you split a pie 4 ways, and the person with the biggest slice is the winner, right, in a 4-player game, that's your pie is your points. When you slice the same pie 2 ways, yes, both players get bigger piece of the pie, but it still gets only one winner can be there. So you might get a little more points overall, but the game isn't going to be any less competitive because there's only 2 people splitting that pie, so we're going to fight for it really, really hard. And another thing that I noticed in a lot of 2-player games and games that I design is, oh, why did you move me over there?
Oh, whoops.
That's fine.
Sorry.
Is that because there's only one other player, it's more difficult to kind of like fly under the radar. You know, in a lot of 3- and 4-player games, you may be trying to like be a little bit non-discreet and just kind of like, hey, you know, don't mind me, I'm just moving my things around. In a 2-player game, it's not possible. Like I'm watching Jeremy like a hawk. I want to know what actions he's doing. I want to know what bonuses he's taking. So it's a very, very competitive 2-player game already. You know, some folks in Kickstarter comments, they suggested, well, what if we block some of these things? Trust me, it wouldn't make it any more fun. It's still going to be very tight between us.
All right, so I have my guy that's 1.
Okay.
This is 2. This is 3.
Yep.
This is 4.
Okay.
5, 6.
6 labor.
6 labor. All right, so 6 labor.
Did you play a card? Well, that guy doesn't give you any labor, so to get
No.
Yeah,
No,
so
that's
that's only 5. So if you that would be 6.
Okay.
Because only your chief gives you 1 labor. When you play a guy, it's 0 labor until you start playing cards.
All right. So we got one, 2, 3,
Okay.
4, 5.
You have 1 more.
6.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. All right, and then he slides down, but unfortunately he doesn't have enough food.
Oh, you know what? You know what? Hey, hold on.
Wait, didn't you kill an animal?
Remix.
Oh,
let's
yeah,
remix.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
remix. Let's. Can I get one
Yes,
mulligan?
take back.
Okay.
Totally.
All right.
Yeah.
So 1, 2.
Yeah, you need to pay 2 more. Yeah, there you go.
All right.
So that's good.
All right, and then I'd be able to pull.
Correct.
My
So
guys
you can
off.
drop this camp right there in the triangle. So now you got that, and then you take these guys back. Yeah, well done. Yeah, it's, you know, this is totally cool. You know, it's Jeremy's first game. You know, I've played it a couple times.
Record. All right.
Cool. All right. And so he doesn't get a bonus here. So his turn is up.
All right.
All right.
There we go.
I am.
Keep me honest
I
here.
only have 1 action left, and I kind of. What I'm gonna do something a little bit maybe unorthodox.
Ooh, whoa.
Well,
There we go.
I want to get one of these dogs.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go into my Eclipse zone. I'm gonna take the canine companion, which is this boy. So he's gonna go right into my hand.
And what do those do again?
So they don't give you any labor by themselves like the rest of the cards, but they give you. Whoop, thank you. But they give you bonus labor when you play them with other cards. Plus, they give you a tool. So this particular one does that for the pathfinding, for the camp movement. Where the next guy up, he does that for recruitment.
Yeah.
Right.
All
So, and because I placed the guy in this area, I will get 2 bonus strength in the Eclipse already, and then I'm also going to add 2 cards to that. So I'm going to add 1, 2.
And you can put as many cards as you
know,
want.
Let's do 3 cards. I'm going to add 3 cards there, so just to keep Jeremy guessing.
Whoa.
So I have 2 labor from this guy plus 3 cards. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. And I still have 4 cards left in my hand, including the canine that I just grabbed.
All right. So what is the weakest action I can take? Because now I've gotten to the
Well,
point
you have a
where-
pretty strong action right there. So
Yeah,
you have a recruit.
I got this recruit.
pretty
Yeah,
strong.
that's pretty strong. All right, so I have that one. I don't have any extra. I really messed that part up.
Well, remember, you can spend guys because you get the guys back into your hand.
So I have these two.
So that would give you 2 labor.
Yeah, and then that would give me 2 labor.
So you can get one guy.
And I'm going to take this Pathfinder.
Okay, so you got the Pathfinder.
All right.
And then you slide down.
Yeah.
You may spend a tool to bury a card.
Bury a card. And I want to bury cards with...
From your discard pile.
Oh, okay. From my discard pile.
So that would be one of those guys.
All right.
Then you're going to come down and you're going to get an idol and another burial.
All right. So the idol's going to, of course, be the cards over there.
You want this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bury a card.
Again, you can do it from your discard pile.
All right.
Boom. So you got 2 burials out of this,
Uh-huh.
plus, an idol. So that's a pretty good. And now you can choose any cards that you have left. And if you want, you can put them in the Eclipse. But, I have a ton.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just keep all your
I'm
cards.
just going to keep my card. Yeah.
That's
I'm
fine.
gonna keep my card.
So then in this Eclipse phase, I'm going to flip, and obviously I'm going to win the Eclipse. So I'm going to stay on top.
Yep.
Now, my reward, again, is a megalith, and I will take. Ooh, you know what? Do I want to draw? I really don't even feel like drawing any more cards. There's no animals. Yeah, why don't you put me on the character? That's right there.
That's what I figured.
Perfect.
Okay.
And then I can take any character. I'm gonna take a crafter.
Yeah.
Or a pathfinder, or a hunter, or a crafter. I'll take a crafter. I don't have any crafters yet. All right, so that goes in my hand. Jeremy gets to draw a card.
Yep.
From the top of his deck.
Yep.
Now we resolve the card, so he didn't play.
Actually, you know what? I'm not going to take a card from the top of my deck. I'm going to go ahead and take an idol. Move up.
Okay, with this one.
Yeah.
Okay. So you technically still behind me until you.
Yeah, and that means I get points.
You will get more points.
for
Right, more points than I have.
Okay.
Okay, and then my hunter I get to place a camp on the map, and I get to gain 2 food. So those are my Eclipse cards. So they go on a discard pile.
I don't have any.
Right, and then we do the map. So Jeremy gets an idol.
Yep.
So you want the same one?
Yep.
Then he gets. So we're tied here. I have 2 camps, which is 2 power.
Yep.
He has a settlement, which is 2 power on each hex. So we both get a 2.
Yep.
Then here, Jeremy gets 2 food. Glacier, he gets nothing. Here, I get a tool and another megalith.
Yeah, I know.
But I think I want to go up now. So why don't you put these between my those far 2 yellows? Yeah, just right there. It's good.
Okay, and what does that do? So people.
So that megalith is now worth 3 points.
Yeah.
Why? Because there's 3 megaliths of my color lower than it. It doesn't really have to be on top of those. Like he could put it on the gray ones. It's just
like this.
it would still be 3 points. So the more megaliths I have beneath it, or the higher it is, the more points it's worth. So
yeah, if you guys have any questions, I mean, Stan has a couple of hits under his belt. Right. Stan has a lot of things to talk about with game and design. So I used to just sit there and have a beer with him and just let him go, let him riff on stuff.
Don't get me started. Don't drop a quarter.
But I have always had a lot of conversations with designers, and I kind of want to pick their brain and figure out where did the design come from. What were you trying to do? Was it something else? Like that kind of thing. Because these games change things so much.
Yeah, and I have been pretty open about it. It's I kind of had like a science fiction theme game at first, and it just didn't sit well with me. Oh, before we move off topic, I want to point out that because we both built a settlement, that's another card we get to draw before our starting hand.
And I also
and the tools.
Okay.
Yeah, so we get a ton at this point.
Okay.
And check this out. We're crossing into the 3rd round, so all of these cards that were not bought, they're going to go away. We're not really doing a great job buying culture cards, but that's okay because we're playing the map a lot, and we're playing the idle tracks and the hunting. So this is kind of typical of a game where it changes depending on what people are doing. So in a 2-player game, I don't want to necessarily just let him do whatever he wants.
Right.
He wants to do the map. In the 4-player game, I might be like, let someone else worry about it.
Right.
But in the 2-player game, no, sir. I'm going to worry about it.
Okay.
All right, so we got new. And the card that's from a previous age is going to be cheaper.
That's cost 2 instead of
Right, and the rest costs 3.
Okay.
Then we get 2 animals. All right, I'm gonna collect my workers. All right, let's see. I think we're all set here. And then I draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and I'm still first, and I have this huge hand of cards, so I gotta use it wisely here.
The grays don't count for you on this track.
Right,
Okay.
correct. The grays are
Colors.
neutral. Yep.
The grays
So
are
right,
neutral,
so
yeah.
you don't get those.
Okay.
All right, my first culture card this turn is going to be the one that gets me a random animal, and it's the grounds. Wow, I got like one of
Yeah, I
each
know.
animal on
You got
Sniper.
one. You got pretty much.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
And then my second one is going to be. Let's see. Is going to be the altar. Well, I'm going to spend a tool to build another megalith. I want this one.
Boy, you are megalithing so hard right now.
megalithing
I
hard.
see.
I see. Actually, I'm gonna go on the animal one. Nope. To right to the side of that one.
This one.
Nope.
Right
that
there.
one. Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna grab this.
Look at you. All right.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Wu-Tang forever, diversifying your bond. All right. Diversifying your wildlife. Okay.
All right, hold on. That's
I know, that was very. I was like,
that
what is he up to
that's
here?
a lot.
What are you up
That's a
to?
lot of stuff.
What are
but
you up
there's
to?
More stuff left. All
What
right,
are
I'm
you
gonna
up
go.
to?
I'm gonna take a real powerful
Yeah. Here it comes.
craft.
I was about to do the craft too.
I'm gonna craft.
Yeah, I was gonna craft hard.
So
Yeah.
All right, so I got this crafter card. So that gives me 2, plus the chiefs give me 1 already. That's 3. And this 3 will get me a card, and I think I will take this Hagerman Horses card. That's pretty. It seems. Oh, the hunting rituals though. I'm gonna take the hunting rituals.
Take that one. Yep. Yeah.
All right, then I go down 1, and I think it's time for me
It's time.
to get a sacred stone.
It's time.
So I'm gonna pay 1 tool, 1 food, and I will take this one that gives me points for slain glyptodons.
Yep.
And when I plug it in here, I immediately get
3 points.
1. Nope.
No, you get
nope.
the points right away. Okay.
No, that's endgame. So I go up on the idle track.
I just want to be clear. There are no points scored right now, and that means I'm technically in the lead.
True. And then I'm gonna do the second one right away. So 2 more tools. My last food.
Boy.
Now I have no food left,
Okay.
but I'm gonna take this one, which gives me points.
Oh boy, you are really going hard.
Yeah, and that gives me 2 more. It's right on your board. It gives me 2 more idols, so I'm gonna just
So
jump.
that's 2 points times how many of these sets you have like that?
No, this one's actually more straightforward. This one just for each tile of your megalith color that's 2nd level or higher. You just get 2 straight
Oh, that's
points.
2nd level. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
well, Stan.
All right, so I did that, and then my reward is to draw a card and get a 2, and I'm done.
Okay. All right.
Woo, boy.
Yeah. See. All right. So I'm gonna go with the Pathfinder. Actually, first I'm gonna go to the altar. Do the altar. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the altar. Just looking at what I want. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna spend 1 of these here, and then that's gonna allow me to build this, which is gonna let me draw 2 cards.
Yep.
And didn't work out well. Okay, so those are played. Then I'm gonna play my Pathfinder, and I only have. That didn't work out well. I can play 2 hunters, right? If I
Yeah, you play as many cards.
Okay.
So
So
you could literally play like 11
Yeah,
cards and
cards
just
if you
take
want,
all the
yeah.
animals in the world, and that would be it for you
Yeah,
for the
I'm
round.
thinking like, should I do that? Hunter. Yeah, actually, I'll pay the 2 hunters.
All right, so 2 hunters gives you 4 labor.
Oh, it's such an opportunity. You don't care about those yet. Not yet.
Not about the woolly rhino.
Not yet. You don't care about that yet.
I could.
So I'm going to take my advantage and definitely go for pathfinding.
Okay.
Pathfinding.
Okay. So
I am still, yeah.
are you going to use your
So-
chief to take the action to get another
So yeah,
labor?
that's what
Okay.
I'm gonna do. So
Oh,
pathfinding, that's gonna be 2,
plus the chief, so that's 3 already.
3, 4, 5, 5.
5. All right. So you could get 5 to spend.
1, 2, 3. I was here, right?
No, you.
I was here.
So it's 2. And you
That's
got
2.
3 more. Okay. Well, you already control that technically with the other one.
Oh, I do. So
Yeah, because this gives 2 on each.
Okay,
that it
so now
touches.
that's 5.
Yep.
That's 5.
1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Yep. You got it.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. And then you slide down.
Ooh, I can add one more though. and
You
get
could.
there.
Yeah, you could get, or you could.
Can I slay these now?
No, only this.
Only
is,
when I take that action.
Only if
huh?
you do that, or there are culture cards that allow you to do it. So, like this card, there's a
Yeah.
hunting expedition card, so you can play that
Yeah.
to gain an animal and
that
kill
really
an
hurts
animal.
though. Yeah, that really hurts.
But you're setting yourself up.
I'm setting myself up
Yeah.
though, and
And then don't forget that you will get a bonus of placing a camp and
Yeah.
moving a camp again.
and placing the camp and moving the camp. So that we want to place the camp,
Yep. And then you can
and then
move
we want to move
any camp.
Yeah, and then we can move any camp for here.
Sure.
All right, cool.
All
All
right.
right, turn.
Okie dokie. Let's see. I got a hunting ritual card that gives me a random animal. Oh, it's the wild wild bird, and then draws me a card. That's 1.
Ooh,
And
sucky,
then
sucky.
I will.
Oh man, you kept going up that track. Oh, I got that track, bro. I got that track.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to
got
get on
that
the
track.
track for sure. It is for sure. I'm trying to get on it. I'm gonna take the hunting because I know you're gonna go there.
Yeah.
And I really don't want you to have
Yeah.
anything nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play my what's his face? My shaman,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna spend a tool to make him strength 3, and then I will also play a tribesman 4, a tribesman 5, and a tribesman 6. So I'm gonna get a power of 6. I want to flip 1, 2, and I'm going to take 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to take both these Glyptodons and the woolly rhino. Then I'm going to slide down. I'm going to slay a Glyptodon. And the reason I'm doing it because the sacred stone actually rewards me for slay Glyptodon.
Yeah.
So I'm going to kill this Glypto.
Here it
Get
comes, guys.
5 food.
Here it comes.
And then I get a random animal. Oh, it's a woolly rhino! What do you know?
Come on, dude.
Yep, I am
Come on.
I'm done.
Hungry for cards, and it works.
Yes.
It really works.
It paid off.
It's like you designed this game.
Hunting is good sometimes.
It is. Hunting is good, especially when it works out. There's like you said, 7
Now
of
it's
these
gonna
cards.
be like hunting season soon.
It's gonna be hunting season. Rascally rabbits. Oh, rascally rabbits. Okay, so I'm gonna definitely play my elder. My elder.
Okay. So you're
Actually-
taking a recruit action.
Actually, no. First of all, we're gonna do this. We're gonna
Alright.
play a feast. I got one of these left,
So you
and that
can
means I can recruit
any
any
specialist,
one of these
but they
specialists.
go in your discard pile.
Right,
with the
they go in
feast
my
though.
discard pile.
So it's not as powerful.
Okay.
Yep.
There's that.
Yep.
Oh, discard.
Yep.
Okay. Then we have, we're going to place our worker here.
Okay.
All right. I almost don't care about this action too much, but
Well, remember they go in your hand, which means you can put them in your Eclipse pile.
Right.
So you can plan. Even though you only have 1 action left, you have an Eclipse pile,
Yeah.
which is pretty
yeah.
good deal.
Okay. I'm just going to play this and do 2.
Okay.
Okay. So that's 2. I'm going to just take one. Just one more. I took the Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Okay. So I took the Pathfinder. Then I would pay.
Tool to bury.
I
one
can.
anybody.
I'm going to do
2 tools, 2
two
berries.
tools, 2 berries.
Remember, you can even bury the one.
Yeah,
you
that's
just
what I'm
played.
gonna do.
Yep.
That's what I'm going to do.
And your discard pile too. You can
Yeah, I'm
rifle
gonna-
through that.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
So your
I'm gonna bury my
burial
starting card apparently. All right.
your burial ground grows.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead. Also, I think if there's a tie, players reverse the order. Oh, okay. So they're talking about, is it easy to flip the first player, and does it? It says been noticing the first player
correct.
tends to
Yeah.
stick. That's partially because in the second round, I just decided.
Right. You decided not
I
to
just decided not to
contend.
invest my cards
Right.
into that at all.
And I actually sacrificed an action
Yeah.
because I played
Yeah.
I played one of my workers into my Eclipse pile just to make it stronger. So I thought that would be worth it for me to do that.
Yeah.
But you can definitely flip. You just have to you have to tie the leader. If you tie
Yeah.
the leader, then you actually switch with them.
All right.
And then you get another burial.
Yeah.
And you get an idle track. Which one of the idle tracks do you want to go up on? The left one or the right one?
The left one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Oh, actually, I need to catch you. Go.
Yeah.
Put me up there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm running.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
running. All right.
All right. Now I'm going to play Burial Mounds. I'm going to spend the food to bury a card. And I'm going to gain a 2.
God, that was the card I wanted.
Yeah,
Oh, man,
was
that was a nice
pretty
card.
decent.
Yeah, that's a nice card.
Pretty decent. All right. So that's going to be it for that. And then I'm going to take a
Dang it, man.
camp action.
I
So that's
know.
my last action. So I got the dog. So that gives me 1 towards that. I got a Pathfinder. That gives me 2. So that's 3. I got another Finder. So that gives me 5. So 2, 2, 5, and a tool. So, yeah, 5. So I'm going to do 1. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I will pay 3 food. 1, 2, 3. Oops.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Getting excited here. Oh, draw one right
You get to
there.
place that automatic. Oh, that's right, because you have 3 food.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. I paid 3 food and I
Okay.
had my 3 camps
Yeah.
in place.
Okay.
And then I go down here and I'm happy about that.
Yeah, you are. You are definitely happy about that too.
Yeah, okay. Oh wait, and then I get to decide. So I'm only gonna play. You know what? I have 2 cards in my hand. I'm just gonna go ahead and put both of them
Yeah.
into my Eclipse pile. So I have anywhere between not a lot and
Yeah.
a bunch.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this one Pathfinder. Just that one, which allows me to just pull a card, huh? So I'll play 2 hunters. Oh, jeez. How about I play a hunter in this right here? I'm just going to take 1 card off the top and roll with it, baby.
Oh,
Once again,
it's
that woolly
over.
rhino, huh? And I had one.
killed
Did I
one.
slay it?
I think so.
I slayed this for full.
Yeah, you killed the rhino early on.
I don't think I killed this
Oh,
guy.
you did. You
Did I kill?
Yeah.
Did I? Okay. Give me a chance.
Oh, this
Give
is
me a
this
chance.
is on tape.
I just asked a question,
in
sir.
private,
I
I'd be
just
like-
asked a question,
in
sir.
private, I'd be like, yeah, sure. But on tape,
I just asked a question, sir.
you're like, he's letting him win.
Dude.
He's letting him win.
Dude.
No, you will not. You will not win.
You will not win.
God,
Okay,
I lose
so-
the games I designed so much. I can't do it.
All right.
I actually only beat Randy by 1 point on that live stream.
Yeah.
It was like 1 measly point. I think it was like 91 to 90 or something
my
like
God.
that. Yeah. it
All
was
right. So I'm actually going to spend this here. This guy.
And he never played the game. Either.
Take it out. Take him out. I get 5. All right. I took the
Yep,
sloth
took
out.
the sloth out.
And then I'll move down here.
And nothing happens. 'cause that
Nothing
was already
happens. I'll put these
Yeah, you put
2
both of
cards
them?
here. Yep.
there. All right. So we're going to do our Eclipse. So let's reveal.
What do you got?
So I have 1.5 because
Yeah.
the culture cards, they give you half.
That
a
was
point.
so important. I could have won last round.
So you got what, 2?
Yeah.
So you beat me. All right.
Yeah.
So we switch positions.
Okay.
again.
So we switched. There you go, guys.
So you
There
get
go.
a megalith.
Switch. Yep. I get a megalith, and I'm definitely going to use it because I want to get another animal card.
Yeah, go for it.
This means I get 1 of those.
Yeah, that
means,
one's face up. The other one's random.
Okay.
But you can't quite reach it because you have to be orthogonally adjacent. So you could take a specialist. You could take an effective animal money. Money food.
I can't take this?
Yes, you can.
Oh,
a
I can't
face-up
take any.
one.
Well, that's a face-up one, though.
That's a mammoth.
Okay. Oh. Huh. I kind kind of want to get back to the
Now,
spot.
if you want to place
Actually,
more,
I want to get back to no. If I want to place more, what?
you can go back to like one of those starting megalith spots
Yeah.
that allows you to place
Take
an
an
extra
extra
one
one.
out.
That's what I'm thinking. And I get the bury card for my discard pile if I do the double thing.
Right.
Except I don't have any multipliers, dude. Okay, this is the move then. So I'm going to place this here,
Mm-hmm.
go here,
And then
bury a card.
Yep.
Okay, and that'd be for my discard pile, right?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, and then my reward is just to draw a card. So I'll draw a card. I had no cards in my hand, so that's one card.
At this point, how many points am I going to earn for burying all these cards?
So if you're second, you will get 6 points because you have 6 cards.
6
buried.
points
Right.
total.
Yeah. If you beat me, you'll get 15. So
Right.
there's a lot of competition
Yes, there's a lot of competition
for this.
Yeah.
Like this is really important. This is
Yeah.
a 9-point swing
Yeah, that's
right
a 9
there.
point swing.
So that's what I'm saying. A 2-player game,
it can be pretty.
It's tight. It's
Yeah,
not gonna.
it's
It's
tight.
not. Yeah.
It's
It's
tight.
gonna be some big swings
Yeah.
and very small actions.
Um.
Now we collect our other reward.
Right,
So we
now
collect
we're
our player board,
Okay.
So-
So I have the one.
the
of
tool,
these,
and
I
draw a
get
card.
card.
Right. And I have a tool, draw a card, but then I also have take any specialist into my discard pile. I
Yep.
will take.
Oh, dude, here you come with these hunters again.
Okay.
Okay.
Crafter. Then I also get a free burial. So I will bury me. I think I'm out of. Oh no, I still got some tribesmen. I'm gonna bury me a tribesman here. Okay, let's see how many I buried so far. I actually only buried 4 cards so far. I'm not doing that good on the burial.
Okay.
All right. So that's my board. Then we do the actual tribal cards.
Yep.
So I get to take 2 food
Oh,
and
I
place a camp.
didn't- Okay. All right.
And what did you get?
I have 2 food, get to place a camp,
And 2 tools.
and 2 tools. So I'm just going to place this camp.
Mm-hmm.
I get 2 tools, which I haven't really been using them too well. 2 food.
And remember, instead of tools, you can take food as well because it's a lesser reward. So instead of taking 2 tools from your crafter,
Yeah.
so this crafter gives 2 tools,
Oh, I
but
could've
the
just-
lesser reward rule
you know
allows them to take.
So I'll just take 2 food.
Right.
That way I'm pretty
So
much.
food is the
Yeah,
least reward,
right.
so you can just do that.
Right. So I'll just do that. And then that way that's done.
And then go into your discard pile.
Yep.
All right. Then we collect our terrain tiles. So you get. Oh, you actually don't even need food. You might want to take those tools back because you're about to make a lot of food, sir. So take your tools back. So now, Jeremy
And
gets
max-
2. He has
it's
4
4
food.
food, yeah.
So you max
I
it
max
out.
out.
You get idle track, which I
Yeah.
assume you chase
Yeah,
me
of
here.
course.
However, oh no, sorry, you don't. That's me. That's me. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna try to run away. And you do get this. So wait. No, this is
No,
you.
that's me,
I'm
dude.
messing
That's
up.
me,
I'm
dude.
messing up. So you
Give
go
me a chance.
Yeah, I'm yellow.
Does this do twice?
No, he controls the area.
Okay.
This one goes to me, so I get a tool, and I get 2 points if you want to move me
Okay.
up on the board there.
Nobody cares about the points.
Right.
All right.
And then I get another tool, which I'll take food instead. I'll take a lesser reward. And then I get to build a megalith again. So why don't
Oh,
you
you
put me
got that out there.
put me between
Oh.
the gray and yellow,
Oh.
right next to
there.
mine.
Boom.
Yeah, right there. Because
Oh,
I'm trying to go
man.
up.
You are.
Trying to
Okay.
build up. All right.
Okay.
So when we get another animal here, we collect all our workers back.
Okay.
So take your workers back. So this card did not get bought, so it gets discarded. All of these get cheaper. And then we get 2 more. So this is going to be
These
the
cards
last.
come to your hand right away when you buy them.
That looks like the wrong time.
The culture one.
Yes, if you buy them through a culture action, they do.
Okay.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the things in this game go straight to your hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So I got my card. So now we collected our terrain bonuses from area control, and now we go to our draw phase. So we draw 5 cards.
3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right.
All right.
Of course, you know what? Of
And
course,
you were first
by
player.
the way, of course, when I'm ready and I slay my sloth, guess what pops
The
up?
sloth.
The sloth.
The
Okay. Of course,
The
when
sloth.
you draw cards,
I
and
get
a lot
exactly
of the
what I
cards,
want.
you get everything you want. You should see what he has over here. It's
I
so
don't
gross.
know.
It's
I
so
don't know
gross.
what it is. It's almost like I'm building my
It's
deck.
almost like you're
It's
building
almost
your
like I'm
deck.
building my deck exactly how I want it.
I'm like, dude, you're...
So this is going to be the last chance for us to grab Ceremonial Ground cards.
Yeah.
And Jeremy has, if he can hold on to the first player,
yeah.
he'll be the first one to do it. So it's
So I'm
kind
gonna
of
play
important.
this. We're gonna do this move. I'm gonna move this guy.
So you can draw 2 cards if you go upwards from your burial.
I could go here.
Yep, and
Or
you
I
can-
can place there, right?
Or that would give you 3 points. So
That
do you
would
want
give
2 cards or do you want 3 points?
I want 2 cards actually.
There you go.
All right. So
So the math is actually not that hard. At first, like this megalith thing may seem like overly elaborate to people, but I've played with it quite a
not
bit
at all.
now.
that's
It's a Euro. It's a
Yeah,
Euro
it's a
game, right?
Euro
So
game.
there's a math to it, and it's like, do you want 3 points or do you want 2 cards? And you're like, I think I can get more than 3 points with 2 cards. So I'll take
okay.
my card.
So with that being
So that's
said,
your first culture card.
That's
you
my
can play
first
one more.
And I don't have another one I
Oh,
want
okay.
to play right now. But I do. I definitely need. I wish I got her. I don't know why I gave up on her, the shaman, but it is what it is now. All right, so I'll put him there,
Oh yeah.
and it's
Craft
going
it
to
up.
be.
So I want to point out that these craft cards are also worth victory points. So you aren't
Right.
just getting awesome abilities.
Right.
You're also getting VPs.
Yeah. So
This also, you haven't seen this before. This means discard a card to do the
that.
action.
Right, right. Okay, so I have 1 there.
Cool. Yep.
This is going to be 2, 3.
Yeah, which is really expensive if you think about it, because
Yeah,
you have
it's-
to jump a lot. So
yeah.
you might want to. See.
I am going to be expensive.
Okay.
I'm going to be a little expensive.
Also remember, these are only 2s now. They only cost 2
Right.
because of this.
But I'm going to actually get.
A whole bunch.
I'm going to get these.
Oh yeah, you want to save up for those.
Because it's 3. I have to pay. How much do I have to pay to get
So
this?
to get the sacred stone, it's whatever's in your board. So it's 1 tool, 1 food, then 1 food, 2 tools.
Okay, so I have. Yeah, I'm good.
You're
I'm good. I'm good. Okay.
But that's a separate thing. So
Right.
first
So
you
this
do
is
this.
3. So that's 1, 2, 3.
Okay. So you got.
All right.
Actually, used to get this. I got 3.
Okay. So that's to get one of these.
Actually, you don't need 3 because remember.
I just need 2.
Yeah. So
I
you
just
can
need 2.
get your food back.
But I want 2 of these.
Yeah. So you can pay 1 more,
Yeah, and then that would be 4.
and then you can take
4.
2 of
I
these.
can take
cards.
2 of these, and I'm going to take this one,
So that converts tools into idle.
and I'm going to take this one as well.
Oh, that one's more expensive because that
This
one doesn't have a
is-
discount.
So this was worth.
I would say this one's pretty good because
I was
a
actually. You
megalith.
know what? I was just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should just go with this. I
As is, this one's not bad too
Yeah,
because it allows
that
you to
one's
like,
not
catch
bad
an
as well.
animal and then
Yeah.
eat it.
I think I'm going to do that one. And then this is gone.
Yep. Now
And then
you
we
sliding down.
Draw a card.
No, don't skip this.
Oh, don't skip that.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to pay 1 food
Yep.
and 1 stone here.
Yep. And then we all the way here now, so you can get anything you want
Right. So I'm going to go ahead and take. Of course, I'm taking the ice.
because you're gonna get up on
Right.
the ice.
And then, of course, I'm probably going to start shooting for. This is the only one of these on here.
Well, if you're already killing sloths,
But I only
you might
have-
want to take.
But I have 1 sloth, so it's not
Only
like I have
one killed
anything
sloth,
exotic.
alright.
You have 1 sloth. This one is water.
Yeah, I don't know if you. It just as a tip.
wanna
It's
do
hard.
this
Yeah,
one.
it's hard to do both of those. So to get a second one though, you need to
Yeah,
pay 1 more tool, 2 more tools, and 1 more food.
Yeah.
And then those 2 sacred stones have a total of 3 idle tracks on them, so you get to go up on idle track 3 times.
Okay, I'm just looking for the
Yeah,
icons.
for sure.
All right, so we're just gonna go 3 on that. All on that one. I'm just going all the
1,
way in.
2, 3.
What's this one for? This is for every resource.
That's a resource conversion at the end of the game.
Yeah. Okay.
And you get immediately a point.
Yeah.
For a game.
Hey, by the way, that means I get 0 for resources if
Correct.
I don't go up
Correct.
there?
You have to go
Okay.
at least once.
Okay.
But it's such a small amount of points
It's such
unless
a
you go
small-
all the way up.
Yeah, I'm not really working.
And
on
the
that.
reason, so guys, the reason I'm not going isn't because necessarily that's inferior. This is a 2-player game syndrome. It's because he's going up this track. It forces me not to ignore
right.
him. So I'm going to chase him on the track, even if it costs me everything. Then you get your bonus
And then I get a card
and a tool.
and a tool.
Not a bad turn.
Not a bad turn. I have a lot of turn in me.
Addle.
Let's see it.
Ooh,
Ooh, come on, dude! Come on, dude!
I just can't be stopped. I cannot.
Are you
be
kidding
stopped.
me?
I kid you not.
Oh, dude!
Ooh.
Of course he gets a
Of
draw.
course.
Oh,
But now it's a bit of a conundrum because do I want to like part of me just tells me like keep going for those animals, bro.
I
Like,
hear you.
you're doing so good with the animals, but another part of me is like, what about those lands though? Those lands.
What about those lands, though? Yeah, I
Those
feel you.
lands are juicy too. The megaliths, it's all too much. It's too much. All right, let's do. I'm gonna do the burial mounds. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pay a food, and I'm actually bury this Adelaide because it's the last round of the game. I'm not gonna get this anymore anyway, so I might as well get rid of it, and then I get it soon.
All right.
So that was my culture cards. Now I'm gonna do my action. Let's do. You know what? Oh man, what do I really want? Do I want to control these? Don't feel like I have much to offer there. Let's go hunting.
This is what
I'm gonna send my
dude,
chief.
I couldn't find this card. Dang it.
So I'm gonna
Dude, you are really
two,
going hard on this
three.
hunting.
I am 4.
Oh.
So I'm gonna 4, and this is not super efficient, but I'm gonna use a path. Actually, I'm gonna use 1 food. 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna 1. Oh, there we go. That doesn't have 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna take both of these guys.
You got the major shuffle on
And
this.
then I'm gonna kill the Glyptodon.
Yeah.
Get 5 food. And with that, my bonus is another
Give
animal.
him a card.
On the way back, we found another
Oh
Glyptodon.
my God!
Actually, you know what? Ironically,
Yeah.
so this is kind of ironic. This is only 1 point because I
Right.
have 4 of them, but 3 of them are dead. So
Yeah.
he's by himself, and I can't kill him anymore because I don't have any cards that kill him. So almost anything else would have been better at this point. But
everything
you win
works
some,
out.
you lose some.
Yeah.
Glyptodon. This Glyptodon is kind of like he's my pet now.
Oh my god.
He's my pet Glyptodon. I'm not gonna kill it.
That worked out so well.
We're so full of Glyptodon now because we've been eating them all game. We can't stomach any more Glyptodon.
God, that worked out too well for you, man.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna play that. Get rid of her. So I'm gonna get rid of her, discard that, and then I'm gonna move up 1 more.
I get 2 more points.
Yep.
Yeah, you kind of ran away there at the end.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna get
to
one of
me.
these on here, and I'm gonna give myself 2.
Are you sure you wouldn't want to go up? Because that's 4 points.
Well, this is 3 points.
4 because there's 4 of your color below.
Oh,
They don't have to be adjacent. They just have to be anywhere.
so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Correct. So
you
that's
have 1, 2, 3, 4
times 2.
times 2.
So I got 8.
Okay.
You can also put that one on top of mine. So that's some coaching right there.
Like this right here would be everything under this. That's my color.
Right.
But that's not times 2. That's 3.
That's not times
3.
2, right?
It's
But
3.
But that blocks me from going.
So so it's still times 2.
It's still time. No, it's still 4 points. But if you don't go there, I will go there,
And
which
then
means
you-
I will get a lot more points. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So you want to block me.
You want to block that. Okay.
So that's an example for guys out there, like how interactive it can be. So if I could get there first by placing there, I get 1, 2, 3, 4,
Right.
6 victory
6
points. So
points.
he just cost me 6 VPs and
To
gained
take
4
4.
VPs. So
Right.
that's a 10 victory point swing right there.
Yeah. Because I'm better than you.
So any of you guys that think the 2-player game was going to be like super easy, it's
'Cause
not
I'm the
going
best.
to be. It's a knife fight in a phone booth.
Because I'm the best.
You are the best. I'm the best
All right.
coach.
All right. So here we go. I'm gonna do this. Now we're gonna move up to the top there 1, and then move the other one 1.
So you get another 3 points.
Right. And then
Yep.
and then
And then
And
you
then
get to
also
move
get
one of
to
your camps up to 2 times.
which
Or 2 camps once, however you want.
not 2 camps. What?
You
So
could-
2 camps once. Okay.
You could be 2 camps once or 1 camp twice. Well, so to satisfy that tile, you just want to have, they don't have to be on different lands. So your tile says for each camp, so you want to have 5 camps. If you have
Right.
5 camps on the ice,
Right.
you get 15 victory points.
Right.
So that would give you 4 camps on that. They don't have to be on, they could all be like literally like this.
Oh. Okay.
There's no limit to camps.
Yeah.
But you could do this. That looks pretty.
Yeah.
That looks better. All right, here we
All
go.
right.
No, but it's just a little like a little
Yeah.
quirky thing,
Yeah.
to understand. All right.
Exactly. Oh no, it's still my turn. It's still my turn. I played the. Oh
That's
my
just the
jeez.
culture.
Oh my jeez. All right.
Come
Oh
on,
my
cat,
jeez.
come bite him.
All right. Here we go. I got 2 of these Pathfinders now.
Oh, jeez. Now you can take
Yeah.
a bonus too.
Yeah.
Just get
Whoa,
out
whoa,
of
whoa,
town.
whoa. Wait. I gotta come behind you here.
No.
I gotta come behind
Wait,
you.
where is my second? No, hold on.
Well, what's up?
I,
No, it's my turn. I'm first.
oh yeah, you first player. You stole the first
I'm
player.
first.
Oh.
Okay. So I have to. This is the thing. I have to prevent what's going on with you over there.
Yeah.
But I kind of have to wait till I'm second place in this sense. I mean, we're going to be fighting for it. I understand. But
So this is you got that locked in. I can't pass you anymore.
right,
So that's gonna really suck
yeah,
for me.
so I'm just going to go ahead and piggyback this
Okay.
and then go
Oh,
for a ball.
interesting.
I know. I know. You know why? It's because I don't have 3 food.
Sure.
I got to slay
That
first.
makes sense.
I got to slay first. If I would have got a card that allowed me to do that, I
Right.
would have, but I just didn't. So I'm going to have to go with 2. I'm going to have to go with that Hunter. Oh, Hunter.
So that gives you 2 points.
And then I'm going to do, that's 3.
Yep.
And I'm just going to actually use all these.
4 or 5.
4 or 5.
All right.
And then I'm going to bank on this. 6.
Okay. So you
3
get
from the top, baby. Here we go.
Well, you're supposed to actually look at them. I kind of, but okay,
Oh.
here we go. 1.
Oh, you're supposed to- you can look
yeah,
at
no, you can't.
Oh!
This is like a slight variance. Like, technically, you're supposed to flip it
Oh.
and then decide. So it costs you 1 extra, but it's fine. We just to be consistent. We kind of.
Oh, wait. We're supposed to do.
So you can't just take a blind.
It's not blind. It's 1 to
Right,
flip.
it's 1 to
2
flip,
grab.
2 to grab. Right.
Okay.
You can just say, I'm not
We've
going
been
to flip. But
consistently doing that.
I
Okay.
like this because
Okay.
you've
I like
been doing
that.
really
Yeah,
well.
I
with
like that.
So.
Little playtest on
And
the
then
fly.
just get this. You get to kill 1 animal if you
Yeah, I
want.
get
and
to kill 1 of
And
these
you got
animals.
You got mammoth? No, you don't.
Huh. They're all the same.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and kill this guy.
And get
That
you
gives
5
me enough food. Yeah, 5 food.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, so that's.
I probably should have killed 1 short, so I'd have 6. And then I can do this twice, right?
Yeah, you can do it as many times as you're able. But this card is very specific to that stone. That sacred stone is specific to camps. So it doesn't count your settlements. It has to be camps on the ice, not settlements. So
No, what I'm saying is this one here.
I'm saying if you do that and you replace your settlements with a, you replace your camps with a settlement, you lose the ability to score your sacred stone. Because your sacred stone, this one,
Yeah.
it says for 5 camps,
Yeah.
camps, not settlements,
Not-
for 5 camps on the ice, you get points. So they have to be camps.
They have to be camps,
So you-
not settlements.
And when you
yes.
build a settlement, the camps go back
Right.
to you, which then is going
Right.
to cost
So
you.
I
So
have
you don't
5.
want to do that.
I got 6 right now. I'm
Right,
good.
right.
I'm good.
Right. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 on the ice. So you
Okay.
actually want 1 more.
Or on the. Oh, this one. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, I do. Yeah. Okay.
But I'm gonna come here first. I'm gonna
This is gonna be
play these 2 guys to give me 4 total camp movements. And I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Done.
Huh.
Oh yeah, and another one. So
Oh.
I'm gonna
That's
do.
my guy here.
I'm gonna deploy 1 and then put this one. I don't know. I guess here.
This is very interesting.
So that was a pretty short turn for me because I'm kind of out of cards
Yeah,
at this
you're
point.
kinda out of cards.
That's okay.
I want to go up this altar track and get some points off that. How am I going to do it? I don't have a worker for it. I don't really have anything left. This is pretty much down on what I have.
Mm-hmm.
You placed your last worker, right?
Nope, I got 1 more.
Oh, well, geez. I
Because
don't know what you're looking at my
first
hand,
player,
sir.
right? Well, I only have 1 card,
You
and
have one.
I actually know exactly what I'm going to do with
Yeah.
it. There'll be no deviation from this plan. Because I need this to work out exactly. Like
Oh my
this.
God. I do have this 3 times how many of these I have. That might be just enough extra points.
Well, you can't do another crafting because you're only allowed to go to the same place once. So you can't craft again.
That's a new rule. No, I'm
No.
just kidding.
No, not at all.
That's a new rule. I just learned that.
So you
Just
can
retcon this
either
whole thing.
pathfind,
Yeah. I mean, like I can pathfind,
which you need to because you
right, I
really
need
need
that
another
fifth one.
game.
Yeah, I need that fifth one. All right, my
And
cat's
you know-
having a whole
yeah.
adventure over there.
Yeah.
All right, so those two.
I don't even know if we need to spend all that, but maybe.
Actually, I just need one.
You only need to move one camp, one space. You just need to like go like this, literally,
Yeah.
and that's it.
All right, but
And then
I
it'll
kind
be-
of want two.
But
Oh,
you,
no,
if
I-
you could put 2 here, that would be 2 points. But it's not as good. Nothing
It's
is
just
as
not
good as your
actually scoring
right.
this. So I might as well just do the one.
Mhm.
Slide this down.
You want
and
this
then-
one? Or
And then
no?
you know what? Yeah, I'm not really stopping you.
All right, yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean, we both would get
Right.
it.
I mean, we
It
both
doesn't
would get
matter.
it anyway. And then, well, if I do two though, we both would get it. I could.
Yeah, you could move one more thing, but I mean, there's really not. I mean, at least I don't see it. I mean, you could. I'm here. You could build a
I need this.
megalith.
I need a card for another point.
Oh, that's
I get a
fine.
point. I can just pick any one of these, right?
Yep,
All
it
right,
costs you a
let's-
food. So you got to pay 1 food there, and then it goes in your discard
Yeah.
pile.
Okay. Just pick this one.
That's fine.
All right, but then here we are.
So you're trying to decide if you want another one, yeah, and then you don't get the bonus because I was already there.
We're already here. So yeah, would I want to pay another one?
I
There's
don't
no
think so.
reason.
I don't really see a good outcome. Like you could come and get anything you want, but it would cost you points
Yeah.
because of the tile that you took. So that tile is the best
That's
you're going to be
what
able
we
to do. So
Yeah.
you're like the
Yeah,
ice
it's
the
like-
ice shelf
yeah.
guy. All right, my last one. So I'm going to go over here because I have a crafter. So the crafter gives me 2, and then I'll do 3, 4, so I can take 2 discounted cards, and I will take.
Once again, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm really having a good time playing this game with my friend because he doesn't get to come over as much. Since we changed game nights,
Not
it's
later.
kinda-
Well, it's also
yeah.
the whole isolation thing. It's
Yeah.
kinda,
yeah.
I'm gonna take one more. Am I gonna take one more sacred stone? Is there a point? Oh, let me see where I am on the map. I am. Yeah, I can get some points. All right, so I'm gonna pay 3 tools, 1, 2, 3, and 1 food to take this waterfall.
Somebody said, "Can we get a giant cockatoo as one of the animals?"
There is some giant bird. They had like a terror bird, I think, as a stretch goal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that they
Okay.
unlocked. So there's some pretty goofy Ice Age animals that lived in North America, and I think it's really cool to see them in the game because a lot of like Ice Age games are set in Europe.
Yeah.
So it would be cool to see like the Paleoamerican Ice Age, like the giant sloths, the woolly rhinos. There was just all kinds of really weird beasts. So I believe that is it, right?
Is that it? We get the berry cards, right?
You get to. I don't because I don't
You
have any friends
anything.
left. All right,
All right.
so now we determine the eclipse. So let's see what you got there in your cards.
All right. Whoa, that's amazing.
So you
I have
won,
2.
and you got 2 camp movements as well. But first you get to build a megalith.
All right. So that's something I probably want to do. Just
Oh, you
add-
want to use this one, so you always go from left to right. What I'm saying.
Oh,
is,
was this
yeah.
here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm just gonna add this.
You go right, exactly. You
just-
want to go
yeah.
up. So and then I can draw a card, but I don't want to draw a card because it's the end of the game. So I'll take the idle truck, and I will go up here, which scores me 2 points. So that's way better than drawing a card at this point.
All right.
So that was our turn order. Then we go to player board rewards.
All right.
So a tool we get.
You get to
I'm not
draw a
gonna
card.
instead of drawing a card again, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go up here to get 3 points. And Jeremy, he can go up here.
Yep.
Sorry, that's it. Right there. Then I get to bury a card, and I actually will do that because I want to do that.
I get to bury a card as
And
well.
I get to take, which
And
is,
of
these
course-
guys are a point, so I'm not gonna skip taking one. All right, so that's our board.
Okay.
You get 2 camp movements from your Eclipse card
Oh,
because you had a
yeah. Oh, jeez.
because you had a Pathfinder.
Yeah,
But that's the one you have.
Pathfinder I
Yeah.
get.
So you can move, but again, I don't know. I'm trying. I honestly don't see anything you can do.
I get 2, right?
You get a double movement, but I don't see where you can get to that would give
Because
you.
I only have 5 out there, and the 5 that I have.
You already
remaining.
get everything that you get, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all right. So then we collect the map. So let's see what we collect. So
I get 2. I get 2 food.
Yes, you get 2 food. You get another idle track.
Yeah.
You get nope. You don't get a 2 because I have 3 total.
Yeah,
there.
3.
That's it.
That's it.
So I do get 2 food. I get 3 points total.
Okay.
So give me 3. And I get to build 2 megaliths.
What?
Yeah.
Where?
Because I got control here and control.
I didn't see that.
I
You
know.
gotta let me know that.
I was.
You have to let me know the mystery.
So I'm
as it
gonna go
unfolds.
up.
Yeah. And then up again.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that should be pretty good for me.
Yeah, that should be pretty good.
Okay, and then I also get 2 tools. So 1, 2. All right.
Okay.
So that was.
Oh god.
This is important. You first player, you can get one of those 2 things.
All right. So 1 point per.
2
megalith
points per each color.
color,
So
yeah.
I think that's better because if you take the other one, you would score 8 points.
Yeah. So yeah, I want this one.
That one would give you 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Yeah, 12.
So go ahead and give yourself 12 points.
So that would be 18.
All right. Meanwhile, so that leaves me that one.
Yeah.
Which is actually, I'm not in such a bad position. So I got 6 plus 5, 11. So if you want to give me 11. Okay. So we did our sacred grounds. Now, just to be clear, this could have happened at the end of any Eclipse phase. But in the 2-player game,
kind of want to.
you kind of want to bury what you want to bury. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to use my little cheat sheet for scoring. So we score sacred stones. So I'll do mine first.
Yeah.
So 3 per dead glyptodon, which I have 3. That's 9. So if you just want 9.
30.
2 for each stone that's above the first level. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 of them. So that's 8 points.
Yep. 38.
And then I get, if I have 1 camp, which I do have only 1 camp on the water, I get 3 points.
Yeah, that's
3.
actually pretty
So that's all my sacred stones.
Okay.
Let's look at Jeremy's. So he's maxed out his glaciers, which is 15.
Both. Yeah, 15. Then another 9 for.
You have 5 different?
5.
There has to be 5 different in your descriptor. Let me see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go 1, 2, 3, 5 different. Yep. So you, sir, get 24 points.
24. 20. 38. 4 more. 42.
All right. So neck to neck. All right. Second one is offering track. So that's this one.
Yeah.
So you get 3 to 1. Your total
6.
is 8 divided by 3 is 2.
2.
So you get 2 more points.
No.
Right. Big points, right? Well, that's because we didn't drive that track, and I get 2 points as well.
Yeah, you get 2 points. All right, man, we're dead heat here.
I'm 43. I have
43.
41.
You're right.
Okay. Next one is honor track. So you beat me on the honor track because you got there first.
Yep.
So you get 15. So that's where we start to separate.
Yeah, this is where we're going to separate a little
So
bit.
you get 59.
Yeah, 59.
And I only get 6. So I go to 49.
Okay.
Okay, next we do tribe and culture cards. So everything you buried and didn't bury that has points on it, you kind of lay it out, and you get those points that are white number on black background. As you get those.
Everything from
everything
discard,
from discard, from
cards
everywhere,
and culture.
Yep. Which is a lot of this should be familiar to those who play deck building games. You know the cards that you have buying a game. They're worth points at the end.
What do you got, Stan? Jesus Christ.
Let's see. Not actually not that much. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6. I have 12.
9 and 6. I have 15.
All right, so 12 for me. That's 69, 71. You said, what's that?
15.
15. So 59.
58.
50. Wait.
Oh wait. It was 49 and 15.
So 59 plus 5 more is 64.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. Let's see. Next one is animals.
This is where it all separates.
That's what we're. So I have a set of three, a set of three, a set of four, and a single.
Yeah.
So a 4 is 10.
Yeah.
3 is 6. So I have 10, 6, 6. So that's 12. 10 and 12. That's 22, 23 points.
23 points.
So 1, 2, 3, 67, 67, 87.
Yeah.
All right. And
All right.
have
10.
6.
6.
6 for 3.
6 plus
3, 9,
9.
10.
10.
10 total. So
Oh.
71, 81.
Oh.
And then the megaliths. All right. So you have a level 2 megalith that has 4 under it. So that's 4 points.
Yeah.
And level 3 that has 5 under it.
Okay.
That's 5 points. So 9 points.
So
So,
9
81 and 9, 90.
All right.
And
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7,
Yeah.
and another 1, 2, 3, 4 times 3, 12. 12 and 7
Is 19.
is 19. 19 and 90 is 109.
Yeah, 109.
So I get my boom. And that's the final score.
This is just a demo.
Well, you know, the megalith. I mean, we were neck
This
to neck
is just a demo.
until we got to this megalith, which I was obviously driving.
Clearly, if we played another game right after this,
hey,
dead heat.
it's close. So this is the way I like to look at it as a designer, right? Like, yeah, I won, but percentage-wise, right? It's not that big of a percentage difference between us because you scored, 87 points. They scored 109 points. So
it is clear. And the clear part here is just like small. If you play a game and you feel like, oh, okay, there was 2 or 3 things I could have worked on that worked out better. Like if I just added to this and started getting my little situation going over here, could have closed the gap there. I was just looking at like what I could have got off this tile. I wanted to get another one of these.
right. Yeah, there's a lot of
little
situational things because the map changes, the layout changes, and like in a different game, like the culture cards come out differently because you see there's big stacks. You never see them in the same game because
by the way, you weren't even interested in the hunting until like.
I was just trying to kind of see where you were,
Right.
and then this is the one where you beat me.
Yeah.
Like that was kind of made me nervous because that's a pretty good swing, point wise.
It's like, oh man, I think I made up the gap,
Right,
but then.
Right.
Yeah, you got actually.
But if we played it again, it could be completely different. Like we could ignore this in favor of that, and so there's a lot of variables.
There's a lot of variables.
You can't go into this game and say, well, next time I'm just going to build megaliths because I've seen people build megaliths and not do very hot. I've also seen like there's one game I played. My opponent, every single megalith was on the bottom. They didn't even care about getting points. They just hoovered up every reward. Like they just kept drawing cards and taking tools, and it kind of fed their engine. Yeah. So they neglected those endgame points until the very end, and I think like they put like 1 on top, and so they scored everything under it. So that's another way to do it. It's definitely legit because those bonuses are valuable. Like you looked at it before, 3 points or 2 cards. Well, forget the 3 points. Right. I'll take 2 cards because 2 cards could be worth a lot more. So I like that. Like I don't go into this game like thinking, oh, this is my strategy. Like I didn't even know. I started playing. This helps a little bit that you get this card. Like this card, it kind of let me bury right away, and it gave me 2 idols.
That gives you 2
So it kind of gave me a focus, and ironically, that's the one thing that I did not.
Right, that's the one thing you did not.
Right, so you have to be flexible, right? I went into the game thinking, I'm doing this, but then Jeremy saw me do that. He started doing that. I'm like, oh, plan B. So I'm like, okay, animals and megaliths.
I just was like, whoa, I mean, and then you got, the second option you chose ended up benefiting very well.
And the animals are a little bit of push your luck.
Yeah.
It's,
You're digging in a big deck of animals.
Right.
You don't know what the final result is going to
be. There's quite a bit of variability. You can kind of get lucky sometimes, but I think that mimics hunting pretty decently. Like you go out there, you don't know what you're gonna hunt. You might come back empty-handed. So should we take a look? Are there any questions?
Yeah, if you have any questions, just go ahead and ask them. We take a couple minutes or two to kind of talk about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't mind if folks have questions about anything. We didn't use these canine familiars.
Yeah, we didn't use the canine.
I used it once. I mean, it was pretty useful.
Yeah,
I like that option in the game. It gives you just additional content, kind of like instead of drawing a card I can get, I know exactly what I'm getting, and
Yeah.
I know that that is gonna dovetail with my, map action, my expansion action, and so
What do you got,
that's
Pierre?
good.
Pierre has a question. He's not typing it just yet, but go ahead. It says the game is on TTS is different. Which one is the latest? So
Well,
I'm assuming there's probably some beginner type stuff that they
so
kind
yeah,
of
I,
missed.
I can't really answer that really well. The reason being is I haven't played a TTS version in quite a long time. I've played it before the Kickstarter campaign
Oh,
started.
he said the board's different. That's what he said.
Oh yeah, see, I don't know because I haven't played that one in a while. I don't know what it looks like. This was the prototype that the publisher sent out, and so I got this like about a week before the Kickstarter started, and that's all I've been playing
Yeah.
since then. Um, I know that they said that there was going to be changes after the Kickstarter because of all the feedback that they've been getting.
Hmm.
So you can look at it, all this kind of work in progress. I don't know what the big changes, but the actions should be the same. The layout might be different, but
Hmm.
the main game actions aren't going to change. So you're still going to have those four things. The overall look might be like some things might shift around, but the costs and everything it should be the same.
You know, one thing I will say is like when you get to play even like bomb prototypes and you're like, this is totally done. Sometimes I have my prototypes, I keep them around, and when I see the final product, it still just looks different. Like it's always say when things are in prototype form, that's why we say it all the time. Sorry, I'm pressing really hard on my table. That's why we say it all the time because it usually doesn't look exactly the same. Or the publisher will communicate and say, hey, like this is final art, this is
Right.
final this and that. So there's always cool things to kind of
Yeah.
look forward to.
And I know everyone is really busy right now. The Kickstarter campaign has been getting us really busy. Like the last I looked, there were like 1,900 comments or something like that. So, we have a team of people, but it's a lot of effort to just keep up with everything. And
Yeah.
there's not really a whole lot of time for like, updating TTS things and doing things like we're just doing our best to like, answer all the
Yeah.
questions, get all the ducks in a row. But there will be like a cool down period after the campaign is done where we're gonna look at all the feedback and gonna look at what like the best version of
Yeah.
this could be.
Right.
Like this is already pretty good.
Yeah. This is
You know.
yeah. This is
But
starting
but
pretty
if
good.
it's this minor improvement, we're open to all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where you guys come in because it seems like a lot of people are playing the TTS version. I think the publisher did a
Right.
really good job of playing it with
Right.
potential backers ahead of time, so that always gives you a lot of feedback right away.
Yeah.
But if things are generally good, they're good for a reason, and that's why this is doing so well on Kickstarter, man.
Yeah, when I played it in TTS, like I said, it's been a while. It's probably been like maybe like a couple weeks to a month before the Kickstarter campaign launched. It was very similar to
Yeah.
this, and I quite enjoyed it. It's a little more cumbersome just because of the dynamics of like the controls and everything. But other than that, I thought it was rather good.
Yeah. Man, thank you so much for playing this with me. I'm
Yeah,
really
thanks for
excited.
playing. I mean, it's awesome to kind of come down here.
I can't
and-
remember how this all started, but I feel like I just remember you kind of just initially talking
I
about this a
know,
long time
I
ago.
know. It's like any design, like folks usually come into it, at different points. Like some of my friends have seen it like way before.
Yeah.
I kind of lost. I always, for this one, I say it took me about a year to design, but that doesn't take into account like previous versions that this is kind
Yeah.
of built
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Like I don't even remember when my sci-fi version was started, but I remember like after I decided that it would be the Ice Age, from that point on, it was anywhere between like 10 and 12 months between that and the signing of the game.
Yeah.
So then I consider like the design period for this game to be about a year, although there's just no way to keep track because I have all these ideas. So I have prototypes in different stages of development. So you might have heard of it, because it's
Yeah.
been bouncing around my head post Dice Hospital. I
just
started
remember,
thinking
like,
of
we
a
were
deck
talking at a
builder.
bar or something. You were just telling me about it initially, and I was just like, "This sounds really cool." And then you were kind of like, "I don't know about the design." Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. I always want to make a deck builder that's unusual. I
Yeah.
think that's kind of where it was. It's just I want to make deck builder that's different. I want to make deck builder that doesn't feel like other deck builders. And then it's just step by step. Old pieces kind of like come at different times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very happy with the way it turned out. I think a lot of people this is a lot of backers, and I'm excited for all these people to kind of get their hands on it and play and have their own opinion. Because I kind of
Oh.
thrive on that type of feedback.
This is actually pretty interesting. Somebody asked will they translate the game to Russian. I know you can't necessarily.
I
predict
think
that.
so. This is why I think that. So there's no deal right now that exists, but I have Lockup came out in Russian, Rurik Dawn of Kiev came out in Russian and Ukrainian, and Hobby World, which is a very large Russian board game
Yeah,
company, signed one of my games. The working title for that one is First Tsar, and it's about like Ivan the Terrible times. It's a Euro set in like the 16th century
Okay.
Imperial Russia, and so that's 3 games. So I think there would eventually be some sort of a deal broker,
Yeah.
for that to come out in Russian. I don't know how long it's gonna take,
Yeah.
but the publisher is very proactive with language localization. As you guys can see, I think it's right now it's like Spanish, Italian, German, French. I want to say South Korean. I think I saw some.
Whoa.
Maybe not. I might be mixing up with right,
Yeah.
but those 4 for sure. Polish,
Whoa.
Dutch. I mean, there's already like 6.
Whoa.
So yeah, this has
Yeah.
been,
So it's
this has
probably
been very, yeah,
yeah.
Chinese. I want to say. I mean, it's
Wow.
just been
Just
like.
add them all, Stan.
I mean, I would love it. I think people will enjoy it. It's nice. It's a nice thing that the theme that translates to all different cultures.
Yeah, definitely.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool that it's cross-cultural thing, and people of all like different backgrounds can enjoy this like kind of like Ice Age,
Yeah.
Civ.
I haven't seen much of that stuff. So like it's
Well,
good to
there
have
was
that
this.
as well.
You like the Tribes game,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Rise of Tribes, and
Rise of
I
Tribes,
love that
yeah.
stuff. Like I just like this type of thing because,
yeah.
like I said, I don't own anything like it.
Gentis,
Gentis,
I mean,
yeah.
Gentis is more of, I guess, a Bronze
Bronze,
Age
yeah.
or at least like post
Yeah.
like Neolithic, but yeah, it's not. I wouldn't go as far as to call this theme very rare, but it's also not beat up.
Yeah.
Like a lot of themes just got beat up. Like just so many games been released, good and bad.
Right.
And this
And
is
it's
this is there's still some space in this particular theme for like new stuff.
Right.
Like you can still come out with
Definitely.
something that people haven't seen before, which is a lot harder in like science fiction or like fantasy
Yeah, to come up with
genres.
something completely new.
Yeah, that's a bear.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for
Thank you.
joining us today. Thank you for sticking with me through the technical difficulties. There's always getting better at this stuff. This is my first time running a full stream on MvM, so we'll clean it up for next time. With that being said, you can back this on Kickstarter. It's on right now. Some of
on
you are
right
probably
now.
backers, so I know he's like excited about that.
If you're a backer, we appreciate your support.
All right. So, hey guys, take care. I will see you soon. We probably will have some solo Sundays on here, so stay tuned for that if you guys are interested in that. I will not have a solo playthrough for Endless Winter. Unfortunately, I really was looking forward to it. But
Eventually.
eventually.
This is going to be around. You guys might see like the multiple, who knows, like multiple expansions and stuff in the future. So,
Well, geez, you have a lot already.
hey, you gotta stay busy.
You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. Take
All right.
care. You have a wonderful day,
everybody.
party people.